Well, book lovers, take note. Today, the greatest literary show on earth returns to Boulder. Enjoy literature from around the world at the Jaipur Literature Festival in Boulder, now in its 4th year. And the best part? It's free. With me this morning is executive producer Suraj Dhingra. Sorry, I apologize. I practiced and I didn't get it right either. And poet and author Ann Waldman, who is presenting at the festival. Nice to have you both on the show.
Thank you so much.
So, Suraj, first tell me about the Jaipur Literature Festival.
So Jaipur Literature Festival, essentially it's actually a platform where we get voices from across the globe, from across communities, religions, ideologies, cities, countries, states, and put them on a platform, as I said, that to discuss issues which are local, national, global. Sometimes we agree on it, we fight on it, argue on it, disagree on it, but we try to find solutions without using any sort of violence.
Of course, you discuss in a civil manner. So
in a civil manner, which is really important.
Yes.
Of course, the festival is about celebrating books, but sometimes we don't discuss exactly what is in the book. Sometimes we discuss the ideas behind the books, the stories behind the books, which makes it more educating and interesting. The festival, we started about 11 years ago, and when we started the festival, there were about 150 people who came to attend the festival. And out of them, 110 was some Japanese tourists who got there by an accident and didn't know how to find their way out. So they got stuck and they stayed there, and that's how we started.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why Boulder? How did it land here in Boulder?
So it's an accident, actually. You know, 6 years ago when we were starting, because there was a lot of interest from America, and we started looking that where should we do it, and there was a lot of interest and offers from Washington, from New York, from Bay Area, etc. Then we got this impassioned email from our now partners, Jesse, Jules, and Maruta, with a whole pitch that why we should come to Boulder, and we had no idea where Boulder is on the map. But when we figured that, and we landed in Denver, and when we went to Boulder, we really fell in love with the city.
I mean, who doesn't? It's so, so gorgeous. Now, Ann, I want to get you in on this because you've had a very long, successful career as a poet, an author, and a teacher, too, which is so very important. Tell me about your journey.
Well, I grew up in New York City and in the Greenwich Village, which of course had a lot of activity in the Beat generation. That was a sort of stomping ground. So I met some of the writers associated with the Beat literary movement. I worked at the St. Mark's Project, where I was director, organizing teaching events and performances and poetry conferences and that sort of thing. And then Alan, I met early on. His poem Howl, of course, you know, raised the consciousness of many in America. And I always loved his line from another poem where he says, "And while I'm here, I'll do the work. And what's the work to ease the pain of living?" And so there was a whole ethos about how you could bring poetry into public space, declaim it, you know, from the stage. Also, Alan was such a good teacher. He was so interactive, and he really worked with people in a, you know, a very intelligent way, I think.
When you mention Alan
Ginsberg.
Oh,
Alan
very
Ginsberg.
nice, very nice.
So Alan Ginsberg and I started the program at Naropa, the poetics program, the Jack Kerouac School, named for the famous Jack Kerouac who wrote On the Road, and developed that in this part of the world as well, with the negative ions of the Rockies, and this idea of, you know, a nexus between East and West Coast, San Francisco being a prime literary center in New York.
You've accomplished a lot. We have less than a minute, so I need to get in. I need to find out about, you're actually presenting this weekend at the festival. What are you speaking on?
I'm going to talk about my book, recent book from Penguin, just came out, called Trickster Feminism.
And tell me about it.
Well, it came coalesced out of these last 2 years with a lot of protest and challenges to the patriarchy. Many of the pieces were penned in the streets of New York City and elsewhere. There's something on the Women's March, you know, every day is I am woman, this is our day, and so on. There's lots of
Will we be able to
imagery.
Get the book at the festival, an autograph?
Yes,
Copy?
I think so.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And we have 20 seconds left. Can anyone attend the festival?
Absolutely. The festival is free, so anybody can, you know, register online, or they can walk in to the Boulder Public Library, which is starting today and on Saturday and Sunday. So you just walk in, register, and it's a free festival. You can hear the conversations.
Thank you very much for giving us a sneak peek.
It's extraordinary, the festival. I want to encourage everyone to come, and young people throughout
all
the city.
demographics
Yes,
come and
yes,
enjoy
please come.
the Jaipur Literature Festival. It starts today and continues through Sunday at the Boulder Library. Again, the festival is free to the public, but attendees must register. For a complete list of events and to register, please visit jaipurliteraturefestival.org/Boulder.